Hey friends, so we're on the way to go do some tetting again, and I just wanted to show our path there because it's pretty much ice on the tarmac. It was really slippery, and I've got a surprise for you up ahead. If you look a little bit to the right and straight ahead, you see mooses. There are 4 of them, and one is stuck on the right field, and as you see later on here, he runs straight over the lines. I didn't even see him jump. He just fiddled about with his hind legs and went over. And he didn't destroy the wire at all, which is kind of nice and surprising. So we were really scared at that part of riding to TET and several places during TET because it was so slippery. It was like black ice on the tarmac in some places. But we managed to not fall at all during this ride. Most of this episode will be going to TET, but there was nice gravel on the way and some rough gravel as well. So I think this episode and the next will be about going to TET. Probably we will start the TET on the next episode. But I felt I wanted to show even these gravel roads. We were still pretty scared about the frozen ground, and as you can see, some places the gravel roads are quite wet, and we were worried that it was really slippery on the wet gravel as well. However, most of the gravel was quite okay. There were some puddles and so on where it was slippery, and some hills. But mostly we could keep quite a good pace. This is quite close to home, and we drive here a lot, even when we're not going to TET, just for getting some training in and so on. We got quite a big area where there is gravel roads, but they are pretty nice. It was really nice seeing so many mooses at once. I've never seen 4 at once, except in like the zoo. And it's kind of funny in this run, as there is we will meet quite a few hunters, and I think we saw more mooses than they did. I didn't see any of them hauling off a carcass. So as usual, it's me and Mr. Bo, and I will link his channel below. which is throttle and trails. Or throttle and tails, as I usually call it. So here's kind of muddy. It's quite interesting riding these winter roads where there is frost in the ground, because the gravel is a lot harder, and when you get into the middle, it's quite you can slide off quite a lot, just as if there is gravel on the tarmac. But at the same time, we preferred riding in the middle or in the places where there were gravel, just to know that we have grip if it was slippery from ice. I really like these leaf-based forests as well. It's really, really pretty in the spring. Well, it's pretty now as well, but the spring is extra. I suddenly felt quite sick while driving here. So that's what I'm telling Mr. Bow in the background. I've gotten a new medicine that I got to lose weight, but I think it's for diabetics, really. It's not Ozempic, but something like that. So that might be what makes me feel sick sometimes. It does help me with not eating too much, though. I kind of have a neck for getting fat, but at least it's helped me to keep my weight for a while now. We're higher up here, so we're still scared about maybe having slipping from ice on the road. The long hill we're driving on is a host, and it's called Hallandsåsen. So it's not a remnant from the Ice Age, like the southern hill, which is called Söderåsen. So this is actually from plates of the earth moving together and racing along a line up to a hill. And it traverses most of southern Sweden. You can hear us talking a little bit in the background. I can't really hear what we're saying, but if you know Swedish, you can try and put the volume up. But we're probably just swearing about the cold weather and the ice. We're talking about the new motorcycle we saw. A Chinese motorcycle. There is a lot of Chinese motorcycles coming now at the same time as KTM is having a bad time. This one was called Zontes CT703F. But we're not going to talk about that. Because this episode is at its end. And thank you for watching. And please like and subscribe if you like the content.